Hey y'all, it's a rainy day in the middle of nowhere, so I figured we would go ahead and try and do a very basic video on the 5 C's. Headed out to the local Walmart, and we're going to show you how easy it is and how there's no excuse.
He's the man knows what you need. Water, food, security, greed. No surprise when storms expand. Local prepper is the man.
All right, I've got my list, I've got my phone. All right, guys, just got back to the store. Let's see what we got. So our hardest find, scoot up here, our hardest find was this ugly ass Good Vibes water bottle. Picked it up at the Dollar General for $8. After taxes, $8.42. I'm gonna set this off the side. The key thing to remember is that the idea is that you could carry water in it. You can carry other stuff in it too, as you're going to see. And that you can actually put it on a fire without that cap on it. Now, what you have to do is make sure that it's El Cheapo single-walled stainless steel. That's what you need to do. Just read the bottom. And also, too, you can tell by just the feel of it. Double-walled steel it's really thick. You cannot, like, bend it with your fingers like I can with this one. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that one out there for some good vibes. Hopefully that's still in the camera. And that's gonna be basically, if we go down the list, we kind of jump to it's container. The idea is that you have a container that you can put in a fire, boil or purify water, and so on and so forth, and carry water. So we're gonna leave you right there. All right, so the next thing that I got was where are we at here? It's like Christmas. Oh, there's the receipt. The next thing I did was cutting. So cutting, Walmart has a whole brand of these Ozark Trail knives. I picked a pocket knife because if you find yourself in a bad situation, you may want to put it in your pocket. It's a folder. Ozark Trail is not a bad brand, but you can survive on it for little or no money. I carry a lot of these around. There's no sense in buying a $75 pocket knife. It's a pocket knife. If this was a fixed blade, yeah, I might spend a little bit more money on it, just so that the steel doesn't snap. But the key thing to remember when you buy one of these is that you want to make sure that you have a flat ridge on the top. That way, if you have to use something to hammer it down, to cut something a little bit larger, even though it's a small blade, it's still very possible. A blade is a blade. Then you would have that. So, and that oddly enough will fit down inside of there if you really wanted to store it that way. The next thing was, and let's see, pocket knife. Ozark Trail's pocket knife. Where are we at here? $4.87. $4.87. So definitely worth the money. All right, what do we got here? Combustion. Combustion. What do we do for combustion? I kind of cheated because, you know, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. You know, I did decide to get the magnesium bar because you're not going to find a fair rod inside of Walmart. But I wanted to have you know, the general rule is 1 is none, 2 is 1. And this puppy, believe it or not, because it's old technology that still works, you take your knife, use the back of it, scrape some of that back of there off, you hit the flint, you got a fire, or you have flamage. So magnesium bar. And that magnesium bar cost, where are we at here? Red line, mag bar, $4.46. So we're starting to spend a little bit more money than we would really, really want to, but I think in the end it's okay because, like I said, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. A little bitty pack of 2 minis, and let's see here, Bic lighter, $1.97. What do we got here? All right, so I think that pretty much covers the basics of combustion. Cordage. So I ended up doing a little comparison shopping while I was in Walmart and bought 3 different types of cordage. I bought this 48-foot poly brand trap line. You find it in the fishing section. I bought 550 paracord from Ozark Trails, and I bought Hyper Tough 550 paracord. Now, this is why you've got a comparison shop even within the big brand stores themselves. So this is 50 foot, this is 50 foot, this is 48 feet. Okay, all of them paracord. Yes, this one's a little thinner, but if you're into lightweight hiking, then you know that none of this matters, and that will work just fine for you. And it's only 2 feet difference. The big thing is that for this, I think I paid, where are we at here? That was the big lighter paracord black, $394. Paracord, yes, $484. So almost $1 more expensive. I'm going to slide that over there. And let's see, red line, trap line, $1.96. So think about that. And oh, by the way, I bet that fits right inside of there. So think about that when you're buying it. Do some comparison shopping within there so that we can work on the 5 C's. Just get this as the basics and we'll move on. All right, so what do we got here? Container, we talked about the container, and cover. Basically, cover is shelter. I mean, I could have just went and bought you a 50-cent Mylar blanket. Could have bought you anything, but the fact is, a tarp is a tarp is a tarp. This is a heavy-duty tarp. It's sold at Walmart. It has good corners on it for putting it up as a tent or shelter. This one is a 6 foot by 8 foot, so it's not ginormous, but then again, you don't really want something ginormous to pack around. This one will keep you dry. It's just that easy. Tear, weather, and crack resistant. Heavy-duty polycarbonate grapples, 10mm thickness with reinforced corners. So this is a good tarp. This is really good tarp. If you upgrade to something else, it's fine, but I think this is a great starter tarp. This one is heavy-duty. And let's see, my tarp, heavy duty, where's it at? Tarp, $697. So once again, the basics. I'm just going to go ahead and take this and say, you know, people are like, why'd you buy so much 550 cord or paracord? It's really easy. When somebody asks you how much paracord do you need, the answer is always more if you can carry it. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to dump them off to the side, and I'll put you over here. So I'm going to tally this all up for you. I'm going to put the number inside the video itself so you know what the total cost was. I'll even include 7% sales tax just to make sure that I cover all the wickets. So cutting, nice nut, nice little pocket folder. It can actually fit inside of this container. And I've got it backwards. We're going to hold it up like that. That takes care of our cutting basics. Fire. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. 2 sources of fire. Look forward to making the upgraded version of this video. But these are the basics for the basic prepper just wanting to start out with a kit that will get them one day of anyone else that's not a prepper in a shtf situation. Cordage, $1.47. $1.47. It's designed to hold trap lines. It can carry weight. And by the way, you're just going to be putting a tent up or some other crap with it, so it's not like it has to actually hold 500 pounds. I'll be interested in finding out what its actual tensile strength is. Maybe I'll look that up for something else. And then obviously cover, heavy-duty tarp. You can't beat it. If you're really smart, you'll take all this stuff, you'll shove it inside that container. You'll unwrap this, wrap it up, get some big old rubber bands, wrap it around this, and it'll be one little kit that you can just throw someplace else. As you can see, there's a reason for people making bags. Obviously, if it can't contain itself, then you might need a bag for it. But these are the 5 basics, 5 C's: cutting, combustion, cordage, container, cover. You didn't actually think I'd get away with making a video without smoking a cigar. Yeah, it started to rain. UPS guy just showed up. Turns out he's a prepper. To the UPS guy, pretty cool. I really wish I caught your name, but that's okay. Next time. Until then, make sure that you stay safe. I'm going to smoke this.